docking the boat. And
there's the boat. Wow.
And here he is.
Radar and everything.
Yep. He's getting ready to go out. And here's my catch. And that
snapper?
is a mangrove snapper. And that's Apache
all rig.
All rig, big, beautiful facility.
No kidding.
And that's right outside. That's about a 10-minute ride. We were
understand.
We were fishing in 2 foot of water,
Yeah.
and we went for about 10 minutes, and we were in 200 feet of water.
Well, I watch on TV, and some of those people say, you know, they put those all rigs and is chasing the fish off, but they are you're fishing at the rig.
Oh no, you fish at the rig.
Yeah. So
no,
I mean,
that's what makes Louisiana's coast so good for fishing. We are the fishing place in North America.
Those fish colonize around underneath all those structures that get built.
That's correct.
Oh yeah.
And this is a fellow that has
Look,
4 motors, and somebody asked him, why didn't he have 5? He said, there's not room on the back of the boat.
Man, can you imagine 4 big old
4 of them,
motors?
and they're 350 apiece, 350 horsepower.
Look at you with your
apiece.
fish, man.
Yep, that's my
I didn't get called to either.
mangrove snapper. Not yet, no.
Not yet. Whoa, there you go.
And that's a little couple that fished with us.
Uh-huh.
And
look at that one.
Look at that one. That big amberjack that I caught, he gave me a real
Man got a
doozy of
wheelbarrow
fight.
full of fish. Look at that.
Yep, we did real good. And that's
Captain Keith Kennedy, Born to Fish Charters. If y'all want to call for a charter, call 504-908-3108 for trout, redfish, flounder, lodging, food, and fishing. Boy, that's a good
correct.
ad for
He
him.
handles a whole. Okay, now this is some new friends that I met by way of Blue Bunol, Noel's dad. And this is Dwayne Rivera and his lovely wife, Adrian.
Welcome back, Kiss. Hello.
And their business is in Hammond, and he owns a company called Master Liner Incorporated. It's pipe renewal products. In other words, he manufactures the plastic pipes that go inside of the sewer lines that are leaking.
Existing lines, and they
mold it.
insert.
They mold it insert.
Yeah.
It's quite a. In fact, you can look him up. Master Liner Incorporated on your computer, and you'll see about a 5-minute production of the actual creation of this
You
piping.
don't have to tear the street out. You can just use the existing thing.
That's the big thing. No, it's
Save that labor.
And he's got a longtime friend of mine, J.W. Bradford is one of his salesmen, and J.W. is a character. I've had him on the program. Now, this is the beautiful boat that Dwayne and Adrian own, and that Blue and Joan slept on a couple of nights there. It's they were at Dolphin, what island? It's a little island, about 10 minutes out. And
Not Dolphin Island. That's over in Mississippi.
That's in Mississippi, a little bit further.
Look, an oyster boat.
And this is Memorial Day. This is Monday. And we are picking up some fresh, can't get fresher
fresh oysters
than that, from the oyster man himself.
You got a 5-gallon bucket full?
He's Creocean, and I'm sure
Really?
And I met a lot of them when I went to the Catholic Church in Port Sulphur. They have a large Creocean settlement there, and they have pretty much taken over the
Big basketball players
oyster.
there too, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's the former Yugoslavia. That whole area is kind of in that area.
Real nice guy. And
There's the boat.
And he gave us that big
kidding.
5-gallon bucket.
And look, y'all busting them open. You ain't waiting to get
no.
back to the land.
Oh, no, we had to taste them, make sure they were
What?
good. Look at that.
I could eat one right now. If I had one. No, what you did to Miss Vicky, you cut her head
The
off in
biggest
picture?
trout we caught, yeah, boy, she was mad.
Oh, that's not a good picture.
It was, you couldn't see when you, it was so bright out there that I couldn't see what I was taking. I was just aiming, and I cut her out.
Good morning, Miss Vicky.
Blue said, I guess Blue's going to tell his friends that's the one he caught.
They might invite me next time to take better pictures. That's what they'll have to do. And there's the sunset, and that's my last photo. I got to get back to some sponsors because I'm running behind. Let's go to LHC Group, all your home health care needs. If you're coming back from Venice and that old back is not doing well, you need some rehab, maybe you need oxygen in your house, the button to call for help, they'll come in, LHC Group, and help you with that lift, chair, all that type of equipment for your house. They'll bring the rehab people in, they'll bring the nursing people in. They've got the Health and Wellness Center here off of Heather Drive as well. They've got hospice care, they've got palliative care locations throughout the whole United States. Louisiana Healthcare, all about helping people. And we've also got the Steamboat Warehouse. Get Mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Bring her down to the Steamboat Warehouse on North Main Street in beautiful Washington and historic Washington, Louisiana. 1825, the place was built. Nice, beautiful cypress beams with great seafood, great steaks, great wine selection. Walk out on the beautiful wharf there over beautiful Bayou Catawba and tell chef owner Jason Hugay we said hi. Very active guy in the community and helps out all kind of different charities that you and I work with, including the Breakfast with Santa. And Quarters Casino, my last sponsor for today. Go by there. You can go to the Mexican restaurant and cantina known as El Pico de Gallo, and they're open Monday through Sunday.
I gassed up there on the way to up north.
The gas station's
Last time
open
I was going.
24/7. Use your credit card at the pump if you want. Go inside, get crispy, crunchy chicken. Go in the El Pico de Gallo restaurant from Mondays through Sundays from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. And try your luck in the Quarters Casino there as well. And tell Pat Willis, Bobby and Andrew said howdy.
And good Chevron fuel products.
Yes, sir. From diesel all the way down to gasoline.
Yes, sir. You bet.
Got it. All my sponsors are done.
I understand that the veterans program that was held over at the Opelousas Civic Center was a real big success. I'm sorry I was out of town. I want to apologize to those that worked so hard. And of course, Patricia Mason Guillory was shown in a picture. And of course, World War II veterans were there, as well as all the other veterans of different wars. And Mr. Carlos Lacito was shown. And of course, he attends all these veterans affairs. And I was glad to see that maybe it's because we got kind of interested in, since we donated the property, we've noticed it more, but I think there's just more attention being spent and time being spent to honor and thank our veterans. And the Vietnam veterans are still not too happy. I saw one gentleman was crying, and he said when he got home, he was booed and everything else because of the actions of a few people that had occurred in Vietnam.
They mixed up anger at the administration with anger at the soldiers, and it wasn't the soldiers making those administrative decisions. So support your soldiers, please.
Yes, and let's not forget them. And you know, one that fought in Nam is our own Ray Bello. You know, he's a veteran. Maybe that's what makes him kind of. I'm sorry, Ray. I didn't mean that. I didn't want you to hear that. Another event that's going to be taking place in this weekend is the first ever skeet shooting fundraiser for the museum. I'll get it.
The Louisiana Military Hall of Fame and Museum
in Abbeville, Louisiana.
You got it.
And this fundraiser is going to be held at the GOL shooting range, and that's over in the Lafayette, Abbeville area. And of course, this is a nonprofit organization. It's going to be a good event. I understand the weather should be nice this weekend for all of the different events we've been talking about. And of course, we got this information from Miss Courtney and Mr. Raymond. Johnny Raymond, Mr. Johnny Raymond, and Miss Courtney Raymond. And we hope that it's a big success, because the funding of these is basically today, it's more than ever, it's going to have to come from our own pockets. And so another good event to. We getting to the end. Hunting.
Yeah, we got time.
Let's not forget the hunting and fishing licenses to expire
on June 30th. Is that annual renewal?
That's correct.
A lot of people right now, with the, 4th of July is going to be that week. June 30th to July 4th. So make sure you get all your stuff renewed, because you don't want to get caught while you're at the camp, wherever you're at, and your license is expired.
A basic fishing license is $9.50. A basic hunting license is $15. though hunters are reminded that a big game license is also required to hunt deer, turkey, and bobcat. And bobcat, go ahead.
Bobcats.
Big game licenses are 14. So you can get all of that off of your computer, and you can purchase online. So they're making it easier and easier to, I guess you could say, follow.
How about a good friend on that board? We can say good morning to Mr. Pat Morrow. I guess he's still on the board?
No, I think
he didn't get renewed.
I think his term. Well, I think he had enough. I think.
He had enough.
Yeah, I think he had enough.
But Pat did a great job there for years.
I mean,
and
let
he's
me tell
a
you,
hunter.
Well,
I mean, he knows and he fishes.
He's a sportsman.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the kind of people you want on that kind of a board. They know what they're talking about when they talk about the season should be this, or it should be lengthened, or it shouldn't be at all. Right now, you know, I had a good squirrel lunch on Tuesday.
You did?
Joe Fred cooked squirrel for our dear friend, Mr. Jim Bervin, Evangeline Downs Hotel. By the way, they are really wanting me to thank all of you for helping out and sending so many guests over there. The weekends are just
this
full,
summer right
full.
now. You got friends coming in and visit it. You know, family coming and visit.
And they don't
Send
care
them
to stay at
there.
your house.
Send them there.
Send them there. It's a whole. They're past their time right on the grounds if you don't have enough for them
And you
to
can
do.
go watch the races while you're there.
That's correct. And then you're going to have boxing on June the 16th. Bad Chad Broussard from over in Rain is bringing over Mighty Mason Menard, and he'll be defending his championship belt, and a lot of other good fights. We'll keep reminding you, but the fights will be held at Evangeline Downs Event Center, and they're very pleased with the large attendance
I
coming.
heard the country music last Friday night. They had a tremendous crowd for the musicians that played and all, and good turnout.
And a lot of them, like in the boxing, many of them use the hotel because they bring them in from all over the country to fight the local guys. And our boxing commissioners and all that attend, they stay in there.
And of course, the families stay, you know, to support their boxer.
Saturday morning, we're going to hold our monthly boxing commission meeting at the hotel in one of their rooms at the hotel.
Didn't antique car folks stay around there and all
last
this past
weekend.
I saw some of the cars going in town. I saw them stopping and pick up a few parts over at the park places in the
What
middle
about
of
this
town.
police watch program?
Now that's interesting.
That's for businesses.
The chief of police now, if you've got someone who breaks in, instead of them getting the phone call, your computer in your office connected to your video cameras calls their computer, and they can see your video cameras on their computer at their office. So before the policeman walks in the door, he can see in that computer that's in the squad car, he can see what's going on inside. So he knows if the guy's got a gun.
They refer to it as a video burglar alarm system.
Very clever.
And I think it's maybe the first one in the state to have this.
There's only like 3 or 4 police departments right now in the country that are on it. I mean, it's cutting edge. And of course, Chief Perry Gallo, new grandfather, congratulations, Chief Perry Gallo.
That's correct. We learned that yesterday at the little lunch.
He's cutting edge. I mean, he is
The
aggressive.
squirrel lunch was cooked basically for 2 people, and a few of us were invited. Joe Fred cooked them for Jim Bervin. Get back to him again, Mr. Jim, we love you. And Dirk Boudreau. Now you know that
How
guy.
can a Boudreau have never eaten squirrel before? I mean, they want to make him turn in his Boudreau card at that point.
From Lafourche Parish.
But, you know, they're on the water. I guess they ate fish.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of squirrel, not a
He
lot
probably
of deer.
ate some fish we never ate.
That's correct.
But anyhow, Joe, thanks a lot.
Find the Fist of God, your prayer book.
Oh, yeah, you used it just now.
That book is good for everything.
Yep. Heavenly Father, let your ways be ever mine also. I want to follow you always, even if this should mean to walk in darkness and in need. And a little thought here on the Saturday Morning Advocate cutout that I get. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Real good thought, very powerful. Thanks for viewing, thanks for listening. Tell a friend, and I hope you all enjoy the program. Let us know something. You want something shown here? Let us know. Thanks,
care.
Andrew.